Well, time's come for our main event, and what a main event it is. 6 women in an elimination battle to determine the new RWL Women's International Champion. And there you see the field. An impressive field to be sure. And what a lineup.
Our main event is a 6-woman elimination match for the RWL Women's International Championship. First, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, THC, Taylor, Holly, Combs.
Taylor Holly Combs. You break it down, she's a former Women's International Champion, which means she could be the Women's International Champion again.
A very distinct possibility. Taylor Holly Combs is a former Women's International Champion. Lost the title to Titania Tatiana, who is also participating in this evening's main event.
So you can bet things are gonna get better, Don.
Taylor Holly Combs, apparently very deep in concentration, wanting to win this match here in her hometown of Philadelphia, PA. Taylor Holly Combs comes to this one with great determination.
Plus, she's like really fast, which is very important when you're in a ring with 5 other people that want to kill you.
Myron, your outlook on the business is certainly a pragmatic and unique one.
Listen, for what I do, you have to be pragmatic.
From West Hollywood, California, the Golden Goddess, Titania Tatiana.
As we mentioned previously, Titania Tatiana, also a former Women's International Champion, and she would love to get reacquainted with that belt.
It don't take a rocket scientist to figure. Her and Dione The Titaness, they're the 2 heavy favorites to win this thing.
Titania, the second largest female athlete in RWL, next to Dione The Titaness herself. And the fact that those 2 will be in this main event makes this one certainly one to watch.
And since her and Dione don't get along, when they do get together, it's gonna be fireworks.
The enmity between Dione The Titaness and Titania Tatiana, obviously very deep, very long running. As we wait for our next opponent to make the scene. And whoa!
From Milan, Italy, Dione The Titaness.
Here she comes. It's Death by Snoo time with Dione The Titaness.
Big bad Dione. 6'5", 265 pounds. The largest female athlete in RWL. The Italian Testarossa. Former women's champion, former international champion. Former tag team champion. Dione The Titaness has certainly been a championship level competitor her entire career.
That and she ain't bad looking for a giant. You really can't blame Steve for marrying her. You know he did back in 2022, nice and quiet. Nobody said nothing.
Really?
Oh yeah, you didn't know?
Well, both Steve Groves and Dione The Titaness involved in a long-term relationship.
From Huntington Beach, California, Patriotic Pam Parsons.
Well, Pam was the first to rock the red, white, and blue and the stars and stripes and all that nonsense. But she's also extraordinarily talented. Great scientific skills. A high flyer. Pam Parsons can do just about everything. And she'd certainly make a good champion.
That may very well be, Myron, but does Pam Parsons believe it herself enough to win?
Well, if she doesn't, she should take a shower and go home now.
From New York City, Angie, Angel, Gunz.
Could tonight be the end of the quest? An 11-month-long quest for Angie Angel Gunz for a singles title. Winner of last year's Ladies Memphis Million, $1 million in a contract briefcase. And 11 months later, with the Memphis Million just a month or so away, Angie Angel Gunz still without a singles title and without the ladies tag trio title that Next Gen lost to the Angels of Anarchy.
Right, the punk rock girls. Yeah, don't worry, they're going to be defending those ladies tag trio titles later this month. It's going to be colorful, I promise.
from Palaca, Florida, Crystal Gabor.
Crystal the Pistol with nearly 20 years in RWL. Another lady who's been a multi-time champion all over the place and has been a former women's international champion and certainly hopes to be one again tonight. But it's a difficult field of five. You said it. It's a super difficult field of five, especially with the two Amazons in there. And of course, all 6 ladies will have to deal with the rules themselves. 6 women, elimination rules, a 30-minute time limit, no disqualifications and no countouts. But at the end of the rainbow, the RWL Women's International title. And if that ain't incentive, what is? All right, well, here we go. The referee rings the bell. He's going to have his hands full of this one. Dione The Titaness immediately rounding up Taylor Holly Combs, setting her up for a powerbomb. Angie Angel Gunz battling it out with Titania Crystal Gabor, going for a cover on Pam Parsons. Neither of the 2 pins successful. Crystal Gabor up on the middle rope, takes a dive and crashes and burns. Angie Angel Gunz working the arms of Titania Tatiana. Dione The Titaness gathers up Pam Parsons, slammed her to the mat. Big D with a kick to the midsection and a punch. And here we go. Whoa! Gut wrench suplex to Pam Parsons as Angie goes for a cover. 1, 2. Oh, well, almost. Close, but no cigar, Myron. Close only counts in horseshoes, Bob. This one's gonna be chaotic. Taylor Holly Combs drives knees into the back of Crystal Gabor. Dione landed with a DDT from Pam Parsons. And a failed pin attempt on Angie Angel Gunz from Titania Tatiana. Titania rounding up Angie. Running power slam. Another failed attempt at a pin on Dione from Pam Parsons. Crystal Gabor laid out on the outside. Taylor Holly Combs from behind. And a Frankensteiner for Pam Parsons as Dione rounds up Taylor Holly Combs. Angie Angel Gunz putting the boots to Titania in the corner. And a face wash from Angie Angel Gunz. An elbow to the chest for Taylor Holly Combs from Dione. Crystal Gabor goes behind on THC. THC caught between 3 of them, slammed to the ground by Dione The Titaness. Crystal Gabor slams Angie's head into the mat. And a senton off the ropes from Crystal Gabor. Dione rounds Crystal Gabor up and pitches her to the outside. Whoa! Well, this one has spiraled out of control quickly, Myron. Crystal Gabor on the outside, and here comes Big D. No, she changed her mind and went back inside. Crystal Gabor, she's taking a lot of punishment early. It's not good. Indeed it isn't. Crystal Gabor back in the action now. Just taking a shot at anybody that's available. Dione The Titaness taken down, attempted DDT, but it ends in a back body drop for Crystal Gabor. Titania Tatiana working her opponent in the corner. Crystal Gabor taking an absolute beating from these other 5 opponents. And again, laid out on the floor on the outside. Titania Tatiana slams Pam Parsons with a military press. Angie Angel Gunz driving the knees into Dione The Titaness in the corner. Titania Tatiana continues to work on Patriotic Pam Parsons. And Angie Angel Gunz putting all of her weight into the chest of Dione The Titaness. And this one has been chaotic from the word go. Angie continuing to put punishment on Dione The Titaness. Another failed pin attempt as Crystal Gabor finally comes to her senses. And she has really taken a great deal of abuse. Pam Parsons still taking heaps of punishment from Titania Tatiana on the outside. No countouts, no DQ, anything goes here. Crystal Gabor whips Angie into Dione. Taylor Holly comes out of no place, drives knees into the back of Dione The Titaness. Angie Angel Gunz with a short arm clothesline on Crystal Gabor. And now Pam Parsons taking out some retribution on Titania Tatiana on the outside. Dione slammed to the canvas by Taylor Holly Combs. And Taylor has sure been determined.
Knees into the back of Crystal Gabor from Angie Angel Gunz. A moonsault on Titania Tatiana from Pam Parsons on the outside. Knees right into the chest of Dione from THC. Crystal Gabor again laid out on the outside, and it is taking her quite a bit of time to get back to her feet. Pam Parsons working on Titania Tatiana, has her up against the barricades in the outer corner. Dione The Titaness laid out on the outside. Angie Angel Gunz duking it out with Taylor Holly-Combs, a beautiful moonsault from THC. Rounds up Angie. A kick, a chop, another kick, and an enziguri that took her down hard. Crystal Gabor only now starting to get back to her feet. Dione The Titaness, ditto, laid out on the outside. And Titania Tatiana and Pam Parsons have been involved in their own personal battle on the outside. Taylor Holly-Combs rebounds, handstand, whoa! A senton right on the back of Angie Angel Gunz cover. 1, 2, no! Angie Angel Gunz powering out of the pin. Crystal Gabor slowly getting back to her feet. A kick from Taylor Holly-Combs on Angie. Pam Parsons finally rolled back into the ring by Titania Tatiana. Dione The Titaness slowly getting back to her feet as well. Titania blocked and countered with a jawbreaker from Pam Parsons. Titania winds up on the outside. Pam Parsons starts to go to work on Angie Angel Gunz. A wicked kick that takes Pam Parsons down. Cover. 1, 2, and no. Pam Parsons escapes the pin. Dione with a back body drop on Crystal Gabor. And Crystal has really taken the lion's share of the punishment in this 6-woman elimination match. It's like that sometimes. Sometimes you're just unlucky. And Crystal's been unlucky. She spent a lot of time laying out there counting the ring lights. Dione The Titaness delivers a kick to Taylor Holly-Combs. Rounds Taylor back up. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Pam Parsons attempts to pin Angie, but no good. Titania Tatiana looks like she's in outer space on the outside. Angie covers Pam Parsons. 1, 2, 3, and Pam Parsons has been eliminated. She's gone. That's it for Patriotic Pam Parsons. Now it's Taylor, Angie, and Titania on the inside. Crystal Gabor laid out again. Dione The Titaness laid out somewhere in parts unknown as Titania goes for a cover. 1, 2. Oh no, Taylor Holly-Combs just about saving the match for herself. Angie Angel Gunz caught out there in the corner by Titania. And here we go. Titania locks up with Angie. Pitches her halfway across the ring. Taylor Holly-Combs still in this one despite everything. And Crystal Gabor once again laid out on the mat for the protracted period of time. A double team on Angie from Titania and Taylor Holly-Combs. Look at this. Quick betrayal from Titania. Samoan drop. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, again Taylor Holly-Combs cheating the inevitable here. And Titania raging about it. On the outside, Crystal Gabor taking her lumps from Dione The Titaness. Pam Parsons has been eliminated, and she looks like she might be hurt. Angie Angel Gunz laid out on the outside as Dione continues to pummel Crystal Gabor with hard right hands. Titania Tatiana likewise delivering a brutal beating to Taylor Holly-Combs. Has her up over the shoulder, slams her down like a bag of trash. And Taylor Holly-Combs in big trouble at the hands of Titania. Spinning fist right there, discus punch. And on the outside, Crystal Gabor with an inverted DDT on the outside on Dione The Titaness. Angie Angel Gunz continues to be laid out on the outside. This match has been brutal. Titania rounds Taylor up over the shoulder again, and once more slams her down with authority. Titania rounds Angie up once again. Boom, another Taylor Holly-Combs, covered. 1, 2, 3. No! Taylor Holly Combs. What is going on with Taylor Holly Combs? She refuses to give up. A wicked kick from Angie. Angie covers Titania. 1, 2, and no. Titania still in the game here. Crystal Gabor working on Dione on the outside. Finally mounting some aggression here. Angie Angel Gunz all the way up on the top. Double boot stomp to the midsection of Titania. Titania Tatiana on the receiving end of the punishment now from Angie Angel Gunz. Angie's upset. She gets mad, like all the Gunz family, the whole Gunz family. They got bad tempers, and she's pissed. Indeed, Angie taking out her aggressions on big bad Titania Tatiana. On the outside, Crystal Gabor delivers another DDT to Dione The Titaness and continues working on the arms and legs of the Italian Testarossa. Jawbreaker from Dione, a hard shot to the midsection, blocks Crystal Gabor up, has her up over the shoulder, and slams her down. And likewise for Angie Angel Gunz at the hands of Titania. Titania Tatiana with a discus punch takes Angie down. Crystal Gabor whipped into the barricades by Dione The Titaness. Dione working on a badly hurt Crystal Gabor, who's going to be spending some time in medical after this. Running power slam from Dione. Angie whipped to the outside by Titania, and Taylor Holly Combs back in it again, refusing to give up the ship. She's tough. She's tough. She comes from Philly. She's like that West Philly. She's tough. She's from what they call the Badlands. Indeed, Myron, your knowledge of the Philadelphia area astounds me. Angie Angel Gunz catches a shot from Taylor Holly Combs. Taylor whips Titania into the far corner. Now it's Angie and Taylor. Angie whipped in the far corner. And woohoo, Taylor Holly Combs catches an elbow from Angie Angel Gunz. Titania stuck in the corner over there. A wicked kick from Angie to Taylor. Meanwhile, Crystal Gabor going to town on Dione The Titaness on the outside. Dione The Titaness has certainly been on the receiving end of some punishment here, but she is tough, battling 2 and 3 opponents in handicap matches on a regular basis and winning them. Meanwhile, Angie Angel Gunz delivers wicked kicks to Titania Tatiana. Taylor Holly Combs laid out on the outside. Crystal Gabor continuing to hammer Dione The Titaness mercilessly. Angie Angel Gunz continues her punishment on Titania Tatiana as Dione The Titaness returns to the ring, slips back out again, almost steps on Taylor Holly Combs. Dione with Crystal up over the shoulder and boom, head first into the apron. Beautiful moonsault from Angie Angel Gunz on Titania. Wicked kick to Taylor Holly Combs as Angie goes to recover. 1, 2, 3. No, again Taylor Holly Combs managing to beat the odds here as Dione The Titaness begins to put the boots to Crystal Gabor. And Titania Tatiana biding her time, waiting for an opportunity to strike. And here it is. Whoa! Wheelbarrow DDT from Taylor Holly Combs as Taylor goes for the cover. 1, 2. No. Titania still involved here as Crystal Gabor continues her outside battle with big bad Italian Testarossa Dione The Titaness. Taken down to the mats, Crystal Gabor rounds up Dione. Titania right there to spoil the party. Crystal Gabor with a counter. Angie Angel Gunz takes down Taylor Holly Combs inside the ring. Dione returns to the inside. Angie slips outside. Crystal Gabor from behind and whoa! Slams Dione's head to the canvas. Angie Angel Gunz pitched halfway towards the barricades on the outside by Titania. And Taylor Holly Combs, who has managed to survive numerous pin attempts, is still in the game. Crystal Gabor with the moonsault goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Dione refusing to surrender here. Angie Angel Gunz putting the boots to Titania Tatiana. Crystal Gabor takes Dione down. Taylor Holly Combs still out to lunch.
Titania waiting for Angie. Pitches her towards the ring steps. Crystal Gabor catches a knee from Dione. Crystal whipped to the far corner. Dione charges, running clothesline, takes Crystal down as Titania wrenches the arms of Angie Angel Gunz. Angie rounded up again. Taylor Holly Combs pitches her into the ring post. Absolutely ruthless. Dione covers Crystal Gabor. 1, 2. Crystal Gabor powering out of the pin in spite of everything. Dione stalking her again. And another powerbomb. Are you kidding me? Crystal Gabor in big trouble here. All the way up and all the way down. Dione goes for the cover one more time. 1, 2. Oh, I don't believe it. Crystal Gabor basically forcing Dione to destroy her here. All the way up into the choke slam. And that's just gotta be... No, Dione's still going at it. Crystal Gabor in a heap of trouble here. A third powerbomb from Dione The Titaness as Taylor Holly Combs is slammed to the mats on the outside. Powerbomb from Dione on Crystal. Cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it for Crystal Gabor. She has been destroyed by Dione The Titaness. And now the confrontation everybody's been waiting for. Dione and Titania duking it out in the ring as Taylor Holly Combs and Angie Angel Gunz battle on the outside. Beats of the Bodran from Dione on Titania. And these are our final 4. With the match halfway done, these are our final 4 contestants for the Women's International title. This match has been insane. Absolutely nuts. Crazy. It certainly has been a wild ride of a main event. Dione The Titaness. Oh, drives Titania's head into the ring post. Taylor Holly Combs catching wicked kicks from Angie Angel Gunz on the top right of your screen, on the top left of your screen, excuse me. And on the top right, Dione working on Titania on the outside. Angie brings herself back out once more. Whoa! Dragon screw from Taylor Holly Combs. Titania rounds up Dione, delivers a hard series of shots. Dione puts a stop to it, hard shot to the midsection. They lock up again. Dione driven into the apron. Titania Tatiana and Dione The Titaness, natural enemies, like a boa constrictor and a mongoose. Titania slips back out again. Taylor Holly Combs makes her way back into the ring. Dione rolled back in by Titania. And now back outside goes Taylor Holly Combs against Angie Angel Gunz. Angie taking a series of shots and kicks. Counters Taylor Holly Combs, locks her up. And right into the ring steps goes THC. Titania rounds up Dione. Has her up in the fireman's carry position. Samoan drop. This could be the end right here. 1, 2. Dione The Titaness absolutely refusing to give up here. Knees to the back of Angie from Taylor. Cover. 1, 2. No. Angie Angel Gunz just about squeaking her way out of that one. Moonsault failed. Knees to the face for Taylor Holly Combs as Dione is slammed down to the canvas by Titania. Angie goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3, and Taylor Holly Combs is gone. We're down to our final 3. Titania with a Samoan drop on Dione. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and I don't believe it. Dione The Titaness eliminated. It is down to Titania Tatiana and Angie Angel Gunz. Absolutely unprecedented. I wouldn't have believed it, Don. This is incredible. Angie putting the boots for Titania Tatiana in the corner. Really going to town here. Angie with one more parting shot. Rounds Titania back up. Wicked kick to the face. Kicked her head into the 10th row here. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And that is it. Angie Angel Gunz is the new Women's International Champion.
The time was 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Here is your winner and the new RWL Women's International Champion, Angie Angel Gunz.
And there will certainly be a huge celebration around the Gunz family dinner table this evening as Angie Angel Gunz brings home the Women's International title to her dad Eddie and her Uncle Ray. Wow! Absolutely unprecedented. You are absolutely right, Myron. This match was one to beat the band.
Hey, listen, I book these things. This is what I do. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad everyone's happy.
Friends, that is going to do it for this RWL Wrestling Spectacular. We thank you as always for joining us. Please be sure to join us next time for RWL Rage. For everyone here, for Myron and myself, Don Hickson, thank you, good night, and see you next time.